Today I've got a massive haul for you from Matalan. I am not joking. This is the bag. It's huge, absolutely huge. Enjoy this video. My name is Susan. I am a size 18, 20, 22. I am trying to eat healthily at the moment, but it is proving to be a little bit difficult. So most of these items are on a size 20 and let's hope that they fit. First up, the one pair of trousers that I bought are in this 100% cotton sort of seersucker fabric. Lovely and lightweight, but it's got a substantial elasticated band there that is stitched. So no danger of that twisting, which is one of my pet peeves. This is from the Papaya range, a size 20. And although it says £17, I didn't pay £17 price on the screen now. It's got some pockets on the front, 2 extra patch pockets on the back, and they sort of go down into a tapered leg and they don't look too big. So I've got quite high hopes for these trousers because let's be honest, we all need a basic pair of navy trousers in our wardrobe. Oh, I love denim. I just think it's one of those smart casual fabrics that can be dressed up or dressed down. And right at the beginning of my YouTube journey, if you've been from the beginning, you will know that I hauled a denim sort of playsuit from Peacocks. Unfortunately, that one didn't fit and I couldn't get it in a different size. So I'm hoping this one does. I love this zip here, the little collar, the sleeves, and it goes down into this sort of half sash belt. The back is elasticated and the belt is just stitched on at the side and then goes through these belt loops there. Looks a little bit short. It's got some patch pockets on the back and on that chest area. Bought this in a size 20. £23, but the price is on the screen. I did not pay £23 for it. Very pale denim though, and I am erring nowadays more towards the darker denim because I think it's a little bit more flattering. But like I said, I've got that summer winter sun holiday coming up. Right, I'm just grabbing the next thing on the table, and that is this beautiful dress. Does that not scream autumn to you? Just look at those colours. But it is actually in quite a lightweight summer dress fabric. So maybe I could get the use of it on my holiday and afterwards. Dark coral and this dark burgundy flower design. Got a little frill on the shoulders there and elastication on those little short sleeves. There is a little sort of loop there to tie up and this sort of V-neck, so it's a bit more flattering if you're full of busted like I am. Goes down to this elasticated waist and these tiers, and then a really nice flounce on the bottom. Yes, it says £28. I did not pay £28. You'll see the price on the screen. Oh, it's like Christmas. I don't know what to pick up next. Right. If you've been with me, like I said, for a while, this may look very, very familiar. It is a plisse jumpsuit in this beautiful sort of cornflower, mauve, lilac-y sort of blue. Crossover on the front, elasticated round the waist with a little belt there and goes down to these wide legs. It's described as cropped, but I know from experience, because I've actually hauled this item before. On that occasion, I paid the full price of £20. Wasn't happy to pay the £20 in the end, and it went back. So let's see at this bargain sell price on the screen if I'm happy now to keep this item. Quite glad I didn't buy it back in the day now. Right, oh my God. I feel I'm rushing through, but I will take a little bit more time on the try-ins for you. Size 20 again, and £25 for this navy sort of frill sleeve sundress. Again, in a sort of a seersucker fabric, but I'd be surprised if this one is actually cotton. It doesn't have the feel of cotton. Let's delve into the skirt and see if I can find the label. Why do they always make them so hard to find? Yes, I thought so. 97% polyester, 3% elastane. Assured elasticated back there, but what I like is that it's not completely shirred all the way across. Sometimes when it is completely just shearing across the back, it doesn't fit as flattering. They've just got this panel of shirring in and then these side panels in the normal fabric. No elastication at the waist there. Just trying to get it the right way. So yes, but of course you have got that elastication in the fabric. Goes down to a tier and another tier and a lovely little frill. Just love how that is just one block colour. So easy to dress up and down then, isn't it? Right, next dress. I love it, but I don't know, it's just one of those dirty yellow type colours, but it's muted with these little sort of sage green floral pattern. So pretty though. I think I'm just more of a vibrant colour than the muted colour. Let's see, the feet, oh yes, I remember now from the website. It's got this sort of square sweetheart collar, and it's got some ruching down the side, down the front, sorry, which is actually elasticated. Got these lovely little sort of puffball sleeves and a couple of lines of shirring along the bottom of the cuff there. Elasticated waist, and there is an attached little string sash belt there. You can always cut it off and use your own belt if it doesn't suit. No tiers on this one, just falls down into a simple full skirt, but there is a split on the side there, just the one split. Oh, I'm torn with this one. I hope it looks nice, but I am torn by the colours on this one. Not torn by the colours on this one though. Wow, what a beautiful floral print that is. Can you see? That just looks like a sort of quintessential sort of English garden, doesn't it? With all the pinks and the lavenders and the greens. So I love this print. That flattering V that I got lots of comments on a recent haul when I had a full dress. People were saying a V-neck is much more flattering, and I do agree if you can find it in the pattern and the style you like. Now, this has got the very full sleeves here that go into elastication, and then very cleverly it's got this sash belt with these little tassels and silver beads on each side that are in this encasement here, so you can make it smaller or bigger. I got this in a size 18 and it says £25, but I don't think I paid £25. Goes down nearly to the bottom of the skirt to this really wide flutter hem. Loving that print. looks really, really nice. Oh, right, from one I like to one I don't like. This is called Burgundy, and yes, it is burgundy, but I don't know, it's coming up very red, sort of a velvet red on the screen there. But in real life, it feels a little bit more of a burnt burgundy. It's in this really stretchy polyester, and it does look a little bit sheer there. I can see you, and I expect you can see me. I was hoping this was going to be a nice Christmas party outfit. Goes down to a long elasticated cuff there, and it's got this sort of ruched knot detail on the front. The skirt is just quite sort of straight up and down, no tiers, no more flounces, and the back is completely plain. Did I say I bought this in a size 20? It was £19, but I'm sure this was way under £10. It was a bargain. What I notice here, there are a few little pulls in the fabric. And this, of course, I've only literally got it out of the bag. And there's a pull. Can you see? No, you can't see it. There's a little pull on the fabric. So that doesn't bode well. No, it doesn't bode well at all for a party, does it? I'll go on to t-shirts now. Right. I ordered 2 different navy t-shirts because I need a navy t-shirt, obviously. So I wanted to see what the 2 styles were like. This one actually looks quite short, so that's going to be handy if I want to tuck it in. And it is in this fine sort of rib knit pattern. Little sleeves there and a round cowl neck. Size 20, and it's marked up at £8, but it wasn't £8. So it is quite a good firm ribbed jersey there, but it's also lightweight. So that's really quite nice. Yes, good layering piece. Maybe next summer, just a piece on its own. The other navy t-shirt I ordered feels more stretchy, but maybe not quite as lightweight, although it is also in like a fine rib, a much finer rib than that stretch one. And sometimes when it's a stretch rib, it sort of comes back in and it sort of clings to me. I bought this in a size 22, and this one was the base price of £5, but the prices are on the screen. This one feels longer and bigger, though it has got same sort of little short sleeves. This one feels like it's got a wider, not a boat neck, but definitely a wider neckline there. Can you see that they've printed the price on there? I always check to see if it's visible on the back, and I don't think that is. So that's a good sign for that one. If I was to pick one, I think it would probably be the second one. Oh, are we nearly there? Animal print coming in all sorts of different variations, really, not just sort of the classic brown and apricot black you might think. This one is in this black and grey, which I thought was going to be really, really useful if I wanted to team it with a pair of black trousers, which I haven't got. So maybe I need to buy this and then go and hunt for some black trousers. Some nice black jeans might be quite useful. I bought this in a size 20. It was marked up at £6, but the price is on the screen. This one's got slightly longer little sleeves, but it has got some good length to it. Lightweight, but a strong jersey. Yes, it's got some stretch there. Quite liking that because it's so different in that black and grey colourway. Oh, another black top here. £20 marked up at 15. It's not a t-shirt though, it is a definite top. Sort of like a peplum in style, because it's got, maybe not at the front, I was looking at the back, it's got that seam across the back to sort of give it fuller over the tummy and over the bum. On the back it's got these two little ties there and that keyhole detail. Lovely flatter sleeves there, that's quite substantial, but underneath you've got the armhole there, so that's going to cover your bra straps and everything, and this is just going to hang over your arms to give that more flattering fit. Very plain on the front, but this frill sort of joins on to about the waistline really. That looks really nice. It is in a viscose fabric, but it feels quite substantial and really good quality. Last but not least are these two dresses, and I'm showing you them together because although they are in very different patterns and colourways, they are actually the same style. This one in that really rather bold blue floral pattern on this cream background, and it's got these sort of pink interiors to that floral pattern outlined in the black. Got the dolman sleeve there and crossover on the front. Goes down to an elasticated waist, and it's got this sort of side tie detail, then falls down into this sort of wrap skirt. This sort of curves away on one side. I hadn't appreciated that this dress was actually the same style. That same dolman sleeve with this sort of turn back hem on the front, that crisscross across the front, and this lovely little tie belt detail there. Lovely fabric, very, very silky, and I don't think I can hold it up, or you can't see on this pattern as much the way that that skirt sort of sweeps around in that cross. They both feel the same fabric, so let's see what it is. So both of the dresses are 100% polyester, and I can tell that they are. They are definitely not cotton, but I think, let me just put this one in the right way again. I love the style. Like I said, let me get it in the right way. There. Just look at that vibrant. This to me is a nighttime pattern, and this one a more casual sort of summer's day pattern, maybe going to a family barbecue, or like me going on a lovely winter sun holiday. So that's all the items that I want to show you. Next are the try-ons, and spoiler alert, lots of them are big successes. You want to stick around and see how fantastic they look. Well, I hope they do anyway. I'm so happy because at last I found a pair of trousers that are not too long for me, and you know that is often an issue for me. They look obviously to the floor at the moment because I've got no shoes on, but just look at the lovely way they fit around the waist, skim over the tummy here and over the bottom. Loving these. These are definitely going to be kept. They feel lovely and lightweight, and being 100% cotton, they are going to be so breathable for my holiday. Loving them. I've got the black and grey leopard print top on here, well, an animal print I suppose. It is a little bit snug fitting, but it's not too bad. I think if I was to maybe tuck it in, I don't think these are the trousers to do that with, but I think I can get away with it. certainly for the price, and I could see it layered with maybe a black cardigan, something like that. And yes, for the price, I'm not going to get rid of it, am I? It's just such a good bargain. The pattern, because it's in this rib, does sort of stretch, but it doesn't bleach out. Sometimes when you've got these stretchy sort of printed fabrics, when you pull them, you can see white through them. Maybe it's because it's got that white background already. A nice wide collar there. And I've got big arms, but they're not tight on the sleeve, not too clingy across the back. I love it. I think it's going to be a perfect layering piece. What do you think? Do you think it looks nice? I actually do quite like it. That dramatic dipped hem at the back that then goes into this slightly flirty sort of crossover on the front. The only thing I'm not too sure about is if this adds too much bulk. Crosses over beautifully on the front. I don't feel exposed. I got my little T-bars that I bought in my Temu haul just to clip, and I don't need it. The arms feel so soft and so sort of loose. I get away with it over the tummy. It's certainly not clingy over the backs of the hips. And I think it's a really nice evening dress, and it is going to serve me so well on my upcoming holiday. Because of those dolman sleeves, does feel a little bit loose here, but that just means that I don't feel self-conscious that it's really clinging across the bust or across the back. Yes, like it. I'm going to be keeping this one. Dilemma, because I think I actually prefer this pattern to the black one, but for some reason I don't think it is as flattering. I just feel a little bit more bulky in this plain colour. I think the darkness of the black one, I feel sort of more hidden. Maybe this is slightly smaller, but I don't know. It still sort of glides quite nicely over the bum and the tum. But just when I look at the front, I don't think it really draws my waist in enough. So I just look quite flat and sort of a rectangle. This one also seems like it comes up a little bit higher on that split there. Same sort of length, I think, on that dip at the back. But I don't know. I thought it was going to be keep both, but I think I'm just going to be keeping the black one. And that would also serve as sort of like a party dress through the party Christmas season. Whereas this one, yes, I might get a bit of wear on my holiday, but I'm not sure that I would get much use out of it until next year. I don't know. What do you think, ladies? For that price, should I just get both anyway? Oh, such a dilemma. I don't know. Is it too big? It feels too big. A nice length on me. Because I always anticipate that dresses, especially when they're sort of like in this big floaty boho style, are going to come quite long on me. I like this full skirt. I love the dramaticness of these sleeves. They certainly even me out, don't they? Actually, I'm just looking and I'm liking it more and more. They say if you've got small shoulders and big hips, get some dramaticness up here, and I think these shoulders certainly do. If I pull the elastic up, you can actually puff them up really nicely. Oh, I'm not sure if that's too dramatic for me. I probably would keep them down and just let them be full sleeves. Does this big sleeve and all this excess fabric though just broaden my sort of upper body a little bit too much? Would I be better with something like that? The The skirt certainly doesn't cling, it flows, and I have had to tighten up these ties that are in this encased casing there. I do like the way that they sort of hang down, but I do wonder how tidy these tassels will be once they've been washed a few times. This V-neck is very flattering, does feel a little bit big here. This was the 18, remember, so quite large sizing. This would make a fantastic maternity dress, because you could allow this out and it will just grow with you. I like it. I like the pattern. I like the idea of the style. I'm just not convinced that it's that flattering on me. Oh, let me know, ladies, because, well, I could certainly do with it. Sometimes when I don't have a successful haul, it's almost a relief. And when I have a super successful haul, I start to get a little bit nervous, because once I put this dress on, even though I had reservations about the colour, I just love it. It feels so soft and so comfortable. These sleeves aren't tight. I think this sort of neckline here is so super flattering. I've got room across this elastication here. I feel it sort of hugs me in here and then goes down straight. I like the little slit in the front and the little tie at the back. It's a nice length. What am I going to do? I can't keep everything. Maybe I can at these prices though. Yeah, I've just talked myself into it. Loving this dress. I hope you agree. When are all these successes in this haul going to stop? Because I'm loving this dress. Just feel that elastication there, just brings it in just enough, but then it doesn't sort of puff over my belly or draw attention to it too much. Loving the length, loving the colour, and I think this is a beautiful autumn dress. I love the sleeves. They've just got this little bit of elastication here, not too tight at all, but it just means that you get this sort of puff effect there. This tied up quite nicely. I did wonder at one point if it should be at the back. I think it is better done up, because when I undid it, it sort of flops open and you can see the inside there. Maybe a few stitches. Maybe if I was to stitch it back up to there, I could make it into a V-neck. Feels lovely fabric. I really do like this one so much. Make way, wardrobe. There's lots more items coming your way. Big fail. I can't try it on, I'm afraid. I just don't want to be seen on the internet in this. It was just too tight, too small. I did get the feeling, because it is quite a straight down style. But if you are maybe not as voluptuous as me, basically go and look on the website and see if they've got it. I've actually just popped on to see if they did it in a bigger size, because I do like the style of it. But no, alas, they didn't. But yes, a really good bargain if it's going to fit and flatter you. Just not an item for me. So at least there's one thing going back. Oh, I loved this the first time I hauled it, and I love it just as much now. I can't remember what size I ordered it in last time. I thought it was in this size 22, but this feels a little bit big. Although I must admit, recently I have lost a few pounds. The legs just feel quite large, but that helps sort of conceal this part. And it is supposed to be cropped, but on me, of course, it's full length. Loving the pockets, and I just think this would be a really safe evening outfit because I could dance the night away and not be worried about anything popping out or getting exposed. It's got this covered back. It was so easy to get on and off. I didn't even need to undo the button at the top. The cross at the front is quite modest. I don't feel it's gaping. I don't know. I really had high hopes for this because I loved it so much last time. I'm going to put the camera down. I feel you're a bit high there. Hold on. I do love a jumpsuit, you know, but I just feel this one, unfortunately, is just too big. Oh, what a shame! I love this jumpsuit. Never mind. Oh, I wasn't sure and I'm still not sure. No, I don't think it's going to be a keeper. It's a nice length on me though. I think that's quite a flattering length. Covers my knee, but it's not drowning me. I think I've got it in a too big a size. It just feels too roomy. But then it also allows me not to feel that it's too clingy. Nice long sleeves though. And I think this ruche at the front is quite flattering. But I think because there is too much excess fabric, it's just not draping as nicely as it could. But if I had it in a smaller size, I know I'd be complaining that it was too clingy. I think essentially the fabric and possibly the style just isn't me. I'm warming to the colour, although it has got that sort of, I can see it now. It's like, yes, that's a really good, you can see the silkiness of it. And it sort of reminds me of like a dark velvet, but it is in this polyester. There is a bit of a loose thread there. As always, I'll review the footage. I may even bother to put some tights and some heels on, but my first instinct is it's just too big and not the flattering style for me. What a shame, because this could have been a perfect, really inexpensive winter party dress for me. Right, if you remember, I had two navy t-shirts. This is the thicker ribbed, more expensive one that was shown at the beginning. And yes, because it is that rib sort of spring back fabric, I feel it has sort of sprung back on me. But in some ways that's more flattering because it's sort of emphasising my positives maybe. I just hope it's not emphasising my negatives as well. What can I say? It's just quite a plain navy t-shirt. Shorter length, but I do feel it's slightly longer at the back. Not sure if you can tell because I'm wearing navy with navy. But it does certainly feel a little bit longer at the back, but perfect for tucking in because, or ruching up, you're not going to have that excess sort of fabric that you're trying to get rid of. Liking this one, I think it could be the one out the two that I keep. Why don't I just do it? I'm just going to keep both of them, aren't I? This one, longer, feels looser, but I did get this in a size 22, not the 20. Certainly feels looser underneath, and the collar is certainly sort of wider and more sort of open there. Yes, I do like both of them. Again, it's slightly longer than that first one, but it feels like it goes longer at the back. Oh, for this price though, I know I could do with two. I might as well keep the two. I feel that this one is much more of a casual one. That one may be a better layering. The colours, the navies, you know, even though they are both navy, sometimes they are so different. Yes, you can see that this is a darker navy and this is much more of a sort of paler navy. So definitely, you know, even though I've got 2 new navy t-shirts, because of those different tones, they probably will go with different items differently. Wow, one more item to try on. Right, I'm not sure about this one. It feels a little bit maternity smocky. It's definitely an item that you would have out, but it's too short, definitely for me to wear with leggings, because I feel that this would still be exposed. So it is quite an odd top. I like the frill, but it does feel a little bit just tight through here, even though when I wiggle the fabric, it feels like I've got a lot of space. I love the way these frilly sleeves sort of fall down, and the back there, it's got this seam across that just allows it to just poof out over that. Just not sure about this one. I don't know how I would wear it. I feel it just adds too much if I was to have it out. Maybe I could have it tucked in, I'm not sure. Yeah, I would probably have to tuck it in. This is definitely one to look at the footage and make that decision. Not as flattering as I thought. And I've got so many good choices. I'm not sure that this will be something that I will keep. Yeah, it just feels tight across here. The way this flounce joins onto the bust, I think. Can you see this line across here? Yeah, it's pulling here. I think it would have been flattering if the sleeve had gone down to about this point instead of joining at this point. Now, something that's finally going back. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, think about commenting, think about liking, and think about subscribing. I put up videos on a Tuesday and a Saturday. There is always more fashion coming, and if you've got any suggestions, put them in that comment box. It's been great to have your company today. I'm sorry if it's been a little bit rushed. There were so many items to get through. I am not a fashionista. These videos are just you watching me trying these clothes on. So if you've got any comments, always appreciated. And please, there was one lady, she was like, I don't want to offend you, but that does not offend me. If you've got some constructive criticism to give me, it's not going to offend me. Please be kind and respectful though. We are a lovely community here, and I love all my returning subscribers. Come back, watch more videos, and I'll see you soon.